It's Unstable Topic with Sarah and Maggie.
Hey, welcome to Unstable Topics, a fast-paced, jam-packed, unhinged bestie podcast filled with facts, reacts, and made-up games in between.
We're your hosts, Sarah
And Maggie.
and we're excited for you to join our best friend hangout, where we surprise one another with things we find interesting or hilarious, or just to see how the other will react.
Our friendship might be totally stable, but you never know what your bestie might throw your way to knock you off your game.
So come shake things up, learn something new, and laugh along with us. This is Unstable Topics.
Please hold for an important message.
Hi, you've reached Maggie's voicemail. I can't come to the phone right now, or I'm choosing to ignore your call. Leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Maggie, this is Sarah Adams. Question, do you think that our subscribers notice that we are dropping mini episodes on Mondays? I'm thinking we call it Monday Minis, since they're like 5 minutes or less of quick facts and reacts. And it's like one of those things like, it's Monday. No one likes Monday. How are we going to get through Mondays? I know, a Monday Mini. And it's like, oh, it's a thing. Again, this is Sarah Adams.
End of message. Your episode of Unstable Topics will be starting in
3, 2, 1, fight.
Hey, bestie.
Hi, bestie.
All right, so this unstable thing that I want to share with you involves one of my wackadoodle dreams. I actually woke up in the middle of the night last night and wrote this down for today recording because it was ridiculous. I had a dream where we did our Blender feature table read, which in reality we did do this week of recording. But for some reason, we were all in a small vehicle driving from Texas to a theater in Oklahoma. It was you and I, and there was a great debate over if we should take several cars or one van. And someone in the car, and again, this is in my dream, I don't know if it was actually anybody from our writers group that said this, but said, I don't want to go in a car that has had children in it because of the mess. And I'm like, what? That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Our cars with children in it are so clean.
It's exactly what my dream self thought. Somehow, and there was also debate because we were supposed to bring Jamie, but Jamie was in Dallas and it was 4 hours away at this point, and so we would have to turn around. Anyways, we get to this theater, and in this theater, they bring up the fact about Blender, the feature. And so we have this pitch meeting in the middle of the theater, but I couldn't remember the name of the show, the film that we wrote, or script. It was on me, and I was supposed to be starting the pitch, and I couldn't remember. And I said The Mom Murders, which is the original title that we wrote years ago.
Right. That's what it's saved at. It's saved as in the initial form.
And I'm like, I can't remember. I think it's a kitchen appliance. I don't know. And then you got, it was spatula, and you're looking at me, and then you took over. Thank goodness you were there because you took over. And then I'm like, oh, I remember now. But then I had described a show that was not what we wrote, Blender, in reality. It was like some, I can't even articulate it at this point, but it was some mythical being taking souls. I don't know. Whatever. I was on a roll. Everyone loved it.
Everyone was like, wow, this is so much better than what I thought the script was going to be. And it's like, it's really just this dragon. There's witches, there's narwhals, there's unicorns. We're in Scotland. We learned a lot about Scotland. We're in there. We're in it.
It was very strange, but people were really jazzed about Blender. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. In the dream world, what it was. So I'm curious when I fall asleep again, what the next iteration of this dream manifestation will be.
Do you dream in series? Like, do you come back to dreams?
I thought about that the other day because someone in my circle had the same dream again, and I don't believe I have. Now, I still remember specific dreams details. Like if there was a dream that was very vivid, like I remember a street scene from one of my dreams, and I remember like these very interesting details, and sometimes it makes like my reality blurred a little bit.
You often text me in the morning about horrible things that Dream Maggie does.
Yeah, Dream Maggie's a
Which-
jerk. She's Hat Maggie
Yeah.
all the time, not real Maggie.
But Hat Maggie, like, to you.
To
Which isn't, like, how real Maggie
No.
or real Hat Maggie is.
No.
But that, that is, I would say that's the most unstable thing of our friendship is Dream Maggie.
But Dream Maggie last night was very supportive. She
Good.
no issues.
Good.
But whoever this jerk was in the car that said didn't want to ride in a car that had children in it.
Maybe Dream Maggie's now been embodied by that dream person.
Have you had recurring dreams, like, or series dreams, like you stop a dream and then like you pick up on it somewhere later?
No, I have not. I am a big sleepwalker though.
Yeah.
And a big sleep talker.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do that right now though, because I'm like awake all the time. I don't actually get
You don't get into that REM portion
I
of
don't
the
get
night?
into any sleep. I just kind of like every 75 minutes or so I'm awake.
Mhm.
I'm awake walking. But yeah, I fall asleep very quickly and very deep, and I rarely remember my dreams unless like it's one that is troubling.
I hate it when you fall asleep as a person, you being like the proverbial you,
The universe.
and you fall asleep and you wake up and you do not feel like you slept. And like
Yeah.
time has gone by and like that was a waste. If I am going to sleep, I want to wake up feeling like I have slept.
Although I will say the older I get, the longer I sleep, the less it feels good to sleep long. Because when I wake up, I'm like, oh, looks like I was lying on my hip too long, Like when you're little, you can lay in a wild position and
Mhm.
sleep for 9 hours. But as you get older, like my body does need to move when I'm asleep.
That is wild. You know what else is wild, Maggie? This fact. This fact is wild. Are you ready for your fact?
I am.
The letter J was the last letter to be added to the English alphabet. It dates back to 1524. Before it became a letter, the letter I was used for both I and J sounds.
That's too many sounds to give to one letter. Because I is I, E, J. That's 3 different sounds.
Because you have ice cream, igloo,
Jelly? What? No.
I know. I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm glad that in the 1500s they were like, this is too much. We've put too much on I's plate.
You know what that was? I think the alphabet all got together. The women did. The women letters. And we're like,
Yes.
hey, look, we need to help I out. This is too much for any one letter to carry. There are too many words we're creating that involve I. Let's form a alphabet union and stand up for our rights,
Mm-hmm. We're going to hire on a J.
Yes.
We're hiring on a J. J is taking J off your plate, I.
Mm-hmm.
I bet all the women letters are vowels.
Absolutely. They do
Doing
the most
double
work.
duty in every single letter except for Y, because why are they in every letter?
No, I agree.
Every word. I'm sorry. They're letters. They're in words. Ugh.
No, I got it. It's because you got too much on your plate, Maggie.
And I got too many. I'm trying to be a vowel for everyone.
Aren't we all?
A, E, I, O, U need to pick up some slack consonants. That's what I would say if I was a vowel.
Do you think, though, which came first, the letter or the word? The need for a new letter to describe a word, or a word needing a new...
No, the words definitely came first because people were speaking before they were writing.
But what if someone looked at the alphabet and was like, it's missing something? It was an art thing more than a practical thing. And then now everyone's like, well, we're going to use this for.
And they're like, just about everything.
And then someone's like, that's it!
Ja, ja, ja!
Are you ready for your react?
Yeah. Real quick, though, it's like people were like, ja, 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 you're a genius. And then they're like, no, this letter is not for genius. This letter is... That's a G. This is a J.
Get it together.
Get it together.
Well, get this together and get ready to react.
I am.
Maggie, this is a tough one. What's your favorite letter in the alphabet?
M. Duh. It should be everyone's.
Why?
It's like it could be loopy, like it can be like really like a little wave. It can be strong. A capital M is 1.5 spaces when it's done in proper writing, which just takes up a little bit more. It's good. It's mom. It's Maggie. It's magnificent.
Okay. Is it because your name starts with an
It's
M?
because I don't know. I just you asked me what my favorite was, and I was like, I'm gonna make a choice, and I did. I made a strong choice, and I think M is a strong letter. What's yours?
Oh, S.
Oh, why?
Because of Sarah. As to Earth signs, Sarah and Maggie are always preparing, which is why it's time to play Till Death Do Us Part.
Aw, why?
The game where they interview potential replacement besties in case the other one kicks the can. Hey Maggie, so I am really excited to introduce these gal pals, the writers, comedians who talk real life, real drama, all in real time on their Napping Through the Hour podcast. Please welcome your possible new besties, Katie and Marie.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. I like that we're doing a 2-for-1 here because there could be an event where we need to replace both of us. And so I'm very excited to.
I was thinking about this. If the time comes, and it will hopefully never come, where our friendship ends, I could not do this podcast without you, right? It'd be too painful. It'd be too
Right.
painful. So I would want two people to step in who could take it forward.
Absolutely. And it could be Katie and Marie.
It could
So
be.
I think we should ask them some questions. Are you guys ready?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah. I think I am.
Well, I was a film major, which is pretty close to journalism. So we've got some hard-hitting questions for you. I'll kick it off. So your podcast is called Napping Through Happy Hour, which makes me think that you probably are pretty good nappers. So would you rather nap through Thanksgiving dinner or take a nap through a professional baseball game?
That one's really easy.
Yeah,
for me.
same.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I don't know if we raise our hand or not.
Just go. You're very polite. That's extra points. I'll say.
Baseball game.
Yeah, I'm probably napping through that baseball game already anyways.
Same. My husband is very into baseball, and I nap through it anyway.
Now, Maggie, can I ask a clarifying question? Is
Of
this
course.
a baseball game that you're attending in person, or is this a baseball game that you're watching on TV?
I was thinking in person because I will say your answer is correct, first of all. Whether it's in person or on television, of course you will nap through baseball. You do not want to miss like the turkey, the mashed potatoes, all of that. But I was thinking in person, which would be harder to nap through.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to ask, where are we for Thanksgiving? Are we at our own place, or are we at someone's place that doesn't use seasoning?
Can I just say real quickly, Katie, you do get extra points for that follow-up question, just so you know.
I'm going to say you're at like your Thanksgiving place. So when you think of like, is it your grandma's? Is it your mom's? Is it your place? Like where's your Thanksgiving place is where I was thinking.
Well, for me, Thanksgiving is my utter favorite holiday because it's all about food. And it would be my place or some kind of Airbnb with all my friends who I know are great chefs, including my sister, who was a professional cook for a while. And then I would have to make friends with someone who's also like a pastry master or something.
Okay, so that's why it would be baseball. I get it.
Yeah.
Marie, do you have any changes now that you know the baseball game is in person?
Well, yeah, see, I don't know. Yes and no, because I'm gonna nap through it. But I'm thinking because I do think baseball games are kind of fun because you drink a lot.
And there's
You
hot
know?
dogs.
and there's hot dogs, and there's usually something fun going on. So I think that the nap is gonna come anyways because I've been drinking a lot in the hot sun. So either way, I'm napping through that baseball game.
I'm impressed. Quite honestly, I don't know if I could nap through an actual live baseball game in public. Could I nap to one at home? Absolutely. But I'm Maggie. I'm keeping a tally up here in my brain.
Yeah, the logic is sound for all of those answers. So I'm very impressed. Sarah, I think you have a pretty tricky one coming though. Buckle up.
I'm just gonna say it's kind of serious, and so I don't mean to ruin the mood or kill the
Sweet vibe.
atmosphere. Yeah, the sweet vibe we got going. But I'm gonna ask it. So, would you rather have caterpillars for eyebrows or turtles for your toes?
Are they both alive in
Oh,
both
yeah.
scenarios?
Oh yeah,
Good
yeah, they're
question.
alive. They just live on you. So, like, instead of your eyebrows, you would have like little caterpillars that just And for those of you who are not watching, I'm gently touching my eyebrows to show you where they would be. They would be right here.
I think they're alive, but it's not like inhumane to have them.
They're part of your body.
They're part of your body.
Like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be anywhere else. They couldn't live without being on your face or your feet.
Okay. The turtles, are they full grown like tortoises or are they baby turtles?
Great question. In my mind, they would be small enough to be your toes. You know, you're not going to walk around with like a normal sized foot and humongous turtle toes. You know, they would be proportionately accurate to your foot size.
Marie, do you have any questions?
I mean, I'm not gonna get anywhere fast, but I'm gonna take the turtles for feet. It just feels like it's not gonna, because I feel like, on your skin, on your face, I don't want any. Caterpillars lose legs a lot, don't they? And they get in your eyes.
I'm not a caterpillar expert, but that sounds accurate.
I think that was based on National Geographic take. So
Marie, you're going with turtle toes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Few more questions.
Katie is not ready to commit.
I'm not quite yet.
Here's the thing. I am gonna give her extra points for this.
The turtles for your toes, does it affect my speed just in general or my walking gait?
I'm gonna say yes.
I think it would affect your walking gait a little bit.
Your toes are turtles.
Sure. But like my toes are also like my balance. So like, are the turtles the ones walking for me?
It's kind of like the wheelie shoes that have the wheel on the back. Like your heel can always stop them, but they are kind of walking for you, and then you can just kind of like heel them to stop them. I would say.
I'm gonna have to, based on this information, I'm gonna have to side with Marie and go with turtle toes because I've never been able to like really do a plie very well, and I feel like I will really impress people, at dinner parties by plieing with my turtles.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a nice fun surprise. If the caterpillars are on your face, everyone knows what you're working with. But you probably would have to buy some special shoes to keep them hydrated and fed, But I think that might be worth it. Okay, so you guys are going with turtle toes.
Turtle toes.
Yes.
Correct answer. Okay. One final question for you, you happy hour experts. So would you rather drink a frosé, like a frozen rosé, or a house margarita?
Do we know where this location is? Like what?
I knew this was coming. I could sense it. And I'm like, she needs to know what type of house we're talking about with this margarita.
And I also got to know the tequila too, because I got to know if we're dealing with a real tequila or you're just over pouring me some like Midori or something.
It's Swaza or whatever that, whatever that, the one you see, but you don't see it. It's not like on the shelf. It's below the shelf.
Got you.
Is that what it's called? Swaza?
I've never pronounced it, but
But you know what I'm saying.
I do. It's the SAUZE, right?
Yeah.
And like a weird blue kind of green bottle.
Yes. It's got those letters in it somewhere.
Yeah, the affordable tequila. Yeah.
Plastic bottle tequila. But fresh lime.
It's a good mix. It's not like a sugary mix. It's like you would go to this place and be like, if you order it, it's like, oh, I'm going to have a good time, but I'm not going to feel sick from the sweetness of the margarita.
See, here's the thing. I don't know if you ever heard Taco Bell Cantina. It's a Taco Bell that serves liquor. And they have these incredible frosés. And if it was from there, I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm getting it no matter what, actually. Even if it's not from Taco Bell.
I've always wanted to try that. Maybe I do that this weekend when I'm in Vegas.
It's so good.
They also do weddings, I found out. What's the weather like outside?
It's 85 degrees. And it is sunny, but you are under an umbrella. So you're not like sweltering in the heat, but it is warm and sunny.
And what rosé is
It's the kind from Trader Joe's that has little animal
they like
on
chicken
it.
wine?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's called Le Fern, and I love it, so I'm going with the frosé.
Okay, so just want to make sure Marie and Katie are both going with frozen frosé. And that is the correct answer.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we did it.
You did it. In fact, you guys scored perfectly.
Wow.
So if Maggie and I were to meet our untimely friendship demise, we would be honored to have you both step in our place and take over this business podcast.
Thank you. I'm excited
And honored.
I feel honored,
Yeah,
really.
Truly
Yeah.
honored. Yeah.
We are the ones that are honored. And for those of you who would like to know more about y'all, where could they find you on the interwebs, and what do you guys have coming up?
I've got a performance coming up this weekend or this Thursday, tomorrow. And I don't know when this is going to be released, but yeah, I'll be doing my little Whitney Houston number. So I'm excited.
Where is that at?
That is at the Edge.
Out in San Fran.
And
Thank you so
yeah.
much for joining us.
And people
if you
can
enjoyed
follow
this
you and
episode,
your
we would love a
performances
review,
at
subscribe, or for you to
Mad
share this with a
Marie
friend you think would
13
like
on
it.
Instagram.
Or all three of those things. You can do
Everyone
all
can follow
three and
me
make our
at
day and help us
Elsassy
grow.
ELSASSYPANTS. If you're in the LA area, I will be performing every other Wednesdays at the Pack Theater with Nothing Burger Improv, and then we'll probably be doing more shows, so you can just follow for updates at anything that's at ElsassyPants. And follow the Napping Through Happy Hour podcast, because
Yes.
we've got some great guests on, especially this coming week, and we're very excited about it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us and taking this very professional and very intense quiz. And we're really excited to have you guys replace us. It's a bestie connection. Thanks for playing along.
That's it for this episode. Wasn't that fun?
Now it's time for you to subscribe and follow.
And share this episode with a friend.
Ooh, maybe even your bestie.
Find us everywhere online at Unstable Topics, and for more antics, visit us at the Monthly Junk.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.